Gore, Christian Bale, wanders a scorched wasteland with his young daughter, Love, India, the last survivors of their dying race. Starving and desperate, they pray to their god, Rapu, for salvation, but their faith is met with silence. Love succumbs to the harsh desert, dying in Gore's arms. Broken and enraged, Gore stumbles upon a hidden paradise where the god Rapu resides in luxury and abundance. Believing his suffering is finally over, Gore kneels before Rapu and reminds him of his people's unwavering devotion, asking only for the eternal reward they were promised. Rapu responds with cruelty and laughter, mocking Gore's loss and declaring that worshippers exist only to die for their gods and that no afterlife awaits them. When Gore renounces his faith in disgust, Rapu attacks him. At that moment, the dark and ancient Necrosword calls out, offering Gore power. He accepts it, slaying Rapu and swearing vengeance on all gods. The Necrosword grants Gore terrifying abilities. It urges him toward his ultimate goal: summon the Bifrost, reach eternity, and wipe out the gods forever. Meanwhile, Thor, Christian Hemsworth, still grappling with his identity after the fall of Thanos, has been traveling with the Guardians of the Galaxy: Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis, Nebula, Groot, Rocket, and Kraglin. Now physically and mentally renewed, Thor fights alongside them, only to witness civilizations collapsing after their gods are mysteriously slain. A distress call from Lady Sif, Jamie Alexander, interrupts their journey, one of thousands warning of a mysterious god butcher. Thor parts ways with the Guardians and rushes to her aid. Sif, gravely wounded, confirms Gore's crusade and warns that his next target is New Asgard. At the same time, Dr. Jane Foster, Thor's former love, is battling terminal cancer. After treatments fail, she travels to New Asgard, hoping the shattered remains of Mjolnir, once Thor's hammer, might heal her. Years earlier, Thor unknowingly enchanted Mjolnir to protect Jane. Responding to that spell, the hammer reforges itself and chooses her as its wielder, transforming her into the mighty Thor. Thor returns to New Asgard just as Gore attacks with shadow beasts. Shocked to see Jane wielding Mjolnir, Thor joins forces with her, Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, now king of New Asgard, and Korg, Taika Waititi. Though they repel Gore, he escapes, abducting several Asgardian children. Knowing Gore's power comes from the Necrosword, Thor realizes the villain is slowly being consumed by it. The group travels to Omnipotence City to warn the gods and seek their aid. Zeus, ruler of the Olympians, dismisses their fears, confident the city is hidden and eternity is beyond Gore's reach. When Zeus orders their arrest to preserve secrecy, chaos erupts. Thor wounds Zeus with his own thunderbolt, Valkyrie steals the weapon, and the group escapes, though Korg is badly injured. On their way to the Shadow Realm, Thor admits he wants a future with Jane, even a family. Jane finally reveals the truth: she is dying of cancer. In the Shadow Realm, Gore's trap is revealed. Stormbreaker, Thor's axe, can open the path to eternity. Despite Jane's attempt to stop it, Gore overpowers them and steals Stormbreaker, gravely injuring Valkyrie. Jane's repeated transformations weaken her further, each one accelerating her illness. Back in New Asgard, Thor learns that Jane's mighty Thor form prevents her body from fighting the cancer. Carrying that weight alone, Thor travels to Eternity's altar. Using Zeus's thunderbolt, he empowers the kidnapped children, allowing them to defend themselves against Gore's monsters. As Thor confronts Gore, Jane senses Thor's life is in danger and joins the battle one final time. Together, they destroy the Necrosword, freeing Gore from its corruption, but all three are drawn into Eternity's realm. With his wish within reach, Gore prepares to annihilate the gods. Instead of fighting, Thor pleads with him to choose love over vengeance and bring his daughter back. Thor cradles Jane as she dies peacefully in his arms, her sacrifice complete. Witnessing this act of love, Gore makes his choice, wishing for love to be revived. Eternity grants the wish, and Gore dies, asking Thor to raise his daughter. In the aftermath, The children return safely to New Asgard, where Valkyrie and Sif begin training them. A statue is erected in Jane Foster's honor. Thor adopts Love, embarking on a new chapter, fighting for those who cannot, with Thor wielding Mjolnir and Love carrying Stormbreaker. In a mid-credits scene, a recovering Zeus, furious and humiliated, sends his son Hercules to hunt down Thor. In the post-credits scene, Jane arrives at the gates of Valhalla, where Heimdall welcomes her home.